Everyday Life with Aisha cooking lunch edition featuring my husband on today. We are going to get it started. Frying ground beef. I have a plethora of beautiful peppers, the onion, glorious candy yams, 3 cans of Campbell's beef gravy, bird's eye, mixed vegetables, and of course the famous Uncle Ben's white rice. And on the side, baked corn muffins. Because I ain't feel like waiting for me to make some cornbread. Please make sure that you are safe and wearing your necessary masks and using PPE, hand sanitizer, cleans and wipes, gloves, and masks when you can. Corona is still out here. We need to all do our part and be safe as possible. So please, protect yourself, protect others. Love is an action word, and it's no good until you give it away. So love on somebody by protecting and covering yourself for the safety of you and others. Hot for the veggies won't take long. The rice won't take long. The rice in the front, veggies in the back, and the candy yams is gonna go in the oven. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, enjoy this video as we do what we do in the kitchen. Put salt in your water, it helps your water to boil faster. You want this whole box cooked or half?
Half.
You gonna do the ground beef first, or you want me to start the vegetables?
I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
Okay.
I have a way I want to do it.
All right. We have tell me who can send me for this way. Hold on, that Jesus, precious Jesus, we have the very story.
paper knife at?
Cutting board over there. We can make it a video.
Oh, how you doing? All right, how you doing? So the best cookers in the kitchen. Make do what it do. Nah, my wife, she's a beast at what she does. I'm starting off with my yellow peppers. We love peppers. We love peppers. Love the peppers. I've been cooking a long time. Whatever comes to my mind, I just cook it. And you know, it's crazy, right? When you're a real cook, you can cook something in your mind and taste it in your mind. Now, for real cooks, they understand what I just said. People that don't know how to cook don't understand what I just said. It's like, how could you taste something with your mind? Because your tongue have memory. You know what I'm saying? Your tongue have memory. And you know that because your tongue have memory, like I can remember the first time I taste my wife spaghetti. And she loves all types of peppers. All types of peppers. You know, you got all kinds of seasoning. You got chicken seasoning, beef seasoning. Like today, I'm going to use some beef seasoning and chicken seasoning. Let me tell you something. Chicken seasoning go good with that beef seasoning. Oh, yeah. You always cut your peppers up thin as you can. You may not be the best cook. Don't slice your fingers off. As you cut, move your fingers down. Or you can't see me, but I'm moving my fingers down. Then, you know, I would like to cut it and move it and cut it in the middle. You got some more peppers. You don't want to cut them too small. You don't want to cut them too small. You want to, because the smaller, it loses its flavor. You want to thin, but you want them just right. And when they come with the meat, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-fry my meat. You don't fry it with the meat. No, you don't do that. Because then the juice, the beginning juices of your ground beef will be in your peppers. You don't want that. You want the later juices. Say with me, later juices. Not beginning juices, later juices. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it like so. I got my red peppers and I'm cutting like so. And you want them thin. And when they cook and they get in that moisture, you know, it's going to be just right. Just how I like it. It's pre-washed. So all I gotta do is just put it on my cut board. My wife, she pre-wash it, put it inside of a Ziploc bag, and it's ready to be used. And you see all them juices. You want that. My wife been cooking for years since she been 2. She been cooking for years, and she loves to cook. You know, if you love to eat, I think. Now it's not true. It's not a known fact, but if you love to cook. Then if you love to eat, you should love to cook. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to cook. You can't always have people waiting for people to cook for you. You like certain dishes, learn how to cook it yourself. You know, Isha got a whole bunch of recipes up there that she shared with y'all, and it's easy to follow. You know, you gotta sit there. You can't be watching TV on your cell phone, but you gotta watch. You gotta pay attention. Paying attention is very important. It's very important. Pay attention to what the person is doing. No, you cannot. People ain't gonna keep going over and over and over and over again. You gotta keep pressing rewind because you're being distracted. Then you're not serious about this. I'm serious about cooking, preaching, and loving my wife. I love preaching. I love cooking. I love my wife. I'm serious about those elements. I love God. And God loved me because he gave me a skill in cooking. Now, I don't know how to cook everything like my wife does. She can cook her butt off. So what I do is, you can cut it one more time. You know, cut it one more time.
The more colors, the more flavorful.
Yeah, you want that.
A beautiful rainbow.
Then I gotta get my onion. I got my onion. Let me tell you something. This onion, the yellow onion, sweet onion. Let me tell you something. There's God in there. Yes, it is. God is in that onion. They'll say Pastor Bill said God was in the onion. Yes, he is. God made onions for me and you. And I think he put himself in there because when them onions come together, woo-wee, My wife put her onions in her spaghetti. Yeah. Some people will say, you put onions in spaghetti? Yes, we do.
Sure do.
Yes, we do. So now I'm getting this prepared. I'm gonna ground up. I'm making ground up meatloaf. Yes, you can make ground up meatloaf. Meatloaf is not the shape. Meatloaf is the texture. It's the seasoning. Okay? It's meatloaf. And so I'm doing a faster way because, it's faster to do it this way. So I'm gonna slice up my onions. Now normally I cut it up smaller, but I'm not gonna cut it up small. I'm gonna cut it in half. So I take my onions and remove the outer layer. Move the outer layer. You take the onion and I'm gonna cut it in half like so.
Like so, like that?
And then I'm gonna turn it one more time and cut it again. And that's it. And then you just sprinkle your onions on top of that mixture. And you wanna get it like so. Let me tell you something, them onions, they come together. Don't play with them onions now. See, with this, if you want more onions and spread it abroad, I'm gonna cut one more onion. Another little piece. The onions really give it its flavor. Be careful, because that stuff get in your eye. Oh, Jesus.
Need a paper towel?
Jesus, that haven't happened to me in a long time. All right, so I got my mixture. I got all my mixtures.
Yeah.
Show them the mixture.
I'm done. Got the onions and the peppers, all beautiful and mixed together. All right, y'all. Now we're gonna let y'all come in a little closer to the party.
Yes. Ground up your meat. Get your hands dirty. Get your hands dirty. Ground it all up. Now, normally we make patties or we'll put it in the oven.
You gonna do your onions and peppers first, or you gonna do the ground beef first?
Ground beef first. Put that ground beef in it. Now I bought 2 today because my wife is greedy. She gonna want some. And I leave a little for my son. He like to make his daggone tacos. So I ain't gonna use all of it, but I'm gonna use enough. So once you put the green peppers and the peppers in the gravy, it all spreads out. Because I don't want too much meat and I don't want too much onion. So I just want it just right. So what I do is, save enough for some tacos. So what I do is,
what you mean?
I got garlic salt. I have onion powder. I have chicken flavor. So it doesn't really matter. I can put it in now. You get your beef powder. Always have your beef flavor. Always. The Holy Ghost wants you to have that. Of course, your salt and pepper. But you gotta be careful with the salt because a lot of stuff that we put in.
Show it to the camera, husband. The people who might not know, they can go to the store and buy some.
Yeah. That's what we buy. This stuff is expensive. I'm gonna put probably like 2 packs of this beef. Once I put the mixture in, put a little paprika.
Make sure y'all stay hydrated. It's hot out today. Whoa.
There's a little paprika. You get that little spices in it. Onion salt. Onion powder. Garlic salt, I mean. So today I'm making like a ground beef meatloaf. Brown gravy. And I'm grounding it up. I love to cook. Not more than my wife, but I love to cook. Put my pepper in.
You want a spatula?
Now I'm gonna use this spoon.
What's that?
I call it my karate chop spoon. I'm gonna get the meat. I'm gonna semi-cook it. I cook for my wife cooks for me. This is what we do at this house. All right, baby, you come over here. You can do this. Chop it up real good. I'm gonna pour this stuff in. So we're gonna fry it up to a certain degree to al dente almost. And so we want to get it like light brown. Then we add our peppers in. So all that mixture come in. Yeah. So while she's doing that, sometimes it's good to have two hands is better than one. So while she's mixing it up, she's cooking it, I'm adding the flavors. Got the chicken flavor. Everything Herbox. Herbox is wonderful. They said, why are you putting chicken and beef? You have no idea what you're doing.
Because it actually complements.
Yes, it does.
The beef.
Yes, it does.
And it intensifies.
So she's mixing it up, and I'm just throwing in the flavors. I'm throwing in that flavor. It's coming together. After a while, you start smelling it come together. The flavors start. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Garlic. What's your name? Salt. Now I have my special seasoning that we mixed up.
Right there, blue top.
And it's this. Can't tell you what this is.
All-purpose.
All-purpose seasoning that we made. And it's gonna give this the coloring. I gotta make another one. So
close that drawer. Because you're hitting the light.
The onion, I have onion salt. You always want to use onion salt better. Onion salt. This is what me and my wife does. This is what we does. If we not in church, we cook. We always thinking about that next meal. What can we make? What's the next thing we can make? And if you like me and my wife, we like a little bit of little cayenne. So we add a teeny bit of cayenne. We gotta pour that juice out, please. So we got juice in there, and it's all good, but we're gonna pour that out.
It's the oil from the ground beef.
Yeah, we're gonna pour that out.
Excuse me.
Now, yes, if you thought it, I'm gonna say it. The juice that you're pouring out, a lot of seasonings in the juice. Don't worry, we still got seasoning in there. We got more seasoning. We can add more seasoning. But when you don't hear that, it's too much oil in it. Too much oil. And ground beef have water too. Depending on how cold.
Its own oil.
Yeah, depending how cold it is, it's got water in it. Anything that thaw out, it's gonna have water in it.
Watch your back.
So now you're gonna start hearing it. So I go back and add my onion salt, which was already in front of me. Add my pepper. Chop it up real bad. Chop that up. Add some more chicken flavor. So we're not gonna throw out no more juice. So we about to add the peppers in that bad boy. But we gotta crush this up real good. I'm gonna help her out.
I need a spatula.
Man, you gotta wear a mask even with these seasons.
That black pepper.
that. I'm good at it. I made one little boo-boo. I let it start frying before I start doing it, but it's all good. It takes a little while, but once you get it up, if you really want to get it quicker, you put them together, push it together, because you want to get it as small as you can. Push it together and mush it. Just chop it in half. This is what we do. I'm glad we got a little oil in there still, because now what I'm gonna do is add my peppers. You might have to add oil in there.
Cleaning up all this extra stuff, taking out the way. If you clean while you cook, you don't have so much to clean. When you get done, you can sit down, relax, and enjoy your food. If you wait last minute to clean up, then you got to do all of that after.
I'm going to cheat today. What's that? Where that thing at, baby?
What thing, baby?
That you use for your chopper, the chopper thing. I'm going to cheat today.
He's talking about the blade that you use to make chopped barbecue, guys.
So, you want to get it as small as possible, because you don't want all the hamburger on one plate. But it's going to stretch out, because when you put the gravy, because my oil, give me some more oil there, because I ran out a little bit of oil, I put out too much. It is a quick meal. A little bit more. That oil helps it stick too. So that oil helps it to stick.
Oh man, we're making a video. Jesus.
Help it to stick the way you want. So now I add my peppers. I need some more oil. Some more peppers and more oil. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some beef flavor.
Look, you need to taste it.
I'm gonna add some oil. Okay, that was on the eye. And I'm gonna get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. So this part, the easy part, takes about 5 minutes. Depends on how you got the stove. show that gravy. Oh my gosh. Now, yeah, some people, if you want it quicker, you could have sauteed your onions and stuff by itself. For me, I want to get that flavor in there. You want to make sure your hamburger is definitely fully cooked. For those who like their hamburgers fully cooked. It's going to cook though. Takes a little time, but it's going to cook. Oil is the recipe. A little cayenne. Get that little spiciness in there. You don't have to add a lot. We gotta find the black pepper. And my wife got it right here somewhere. Hey, what you do with the black pepper? I had a taste for this. I had a taste for this. I said, you know what? I'm a little hungry. So I'm gonna make me a little something. And one thing went to another thing. Another thing went to another thing. Another thing went to another thing. And I end up making this meal. This is another you want to get the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top. What that simply saying is, you know, all the stuff that's cooking on the bottom so because this pan is not big enough to hold it, I'm not going to put it in there. So it's a pot like this, nice size pot. Put the double check on my rice. Yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. Yeah, this is what we do. This is what we here for. Double check your rice. The rice is almost done. That went quick. Now this actually was what? 25-minute meal. Maybe it's probably shorter than that. If I would have did my peppers like I normally do, saute the peppers, then put it in the meat and etc. Yeah, it would have been done quicker. Some people said you would have been done quicker if you would have done it that way. And a lot of y'all would be right. Would have been done quicker. Because y'all not eating my food. I make it the way I want to make it. You know, that's a luxury when you your own cook. You make it the way you want to make it. You ain't gotta make it nobody else's way, unless you're a paid cook. I ain't getting paid to cook. Well, actually, I should pay myself. Go on the bank account, pay me for cooking. Yeah. Pay myself for cooking. You know, that's a good idea. Pay yourself for cooking. So we have the rice that's done. You pour cold water in it.